Merhaba, hoş geldiniz. Welcome to video 10. Now, I'm very impressed. I'm still going. Even more impressed if you're still going. Welcome back to Turkish for Clever Idiots. Today, we're going to practice daily routines. Before we do that, let's see, do you remember the days of the week? Pazar, pazartesi. Salı, çarşamba, perşembe, cuma, cumartesi. Okay, benim için, for me. Bugün, pazar. Yarın, pazartesi. Dün, cumartesi. En sevdiğim gün, cuma. Now, şimdi, senin için. Say it for you. Today is, tomorrow is. Good practice. Bugün, yarın, dün, en sevdiğim gün. Okay. Let's move on. Günlük rutinler. I think you can guess this. Gün, you know, day. Routine, sounds like routine. You got the layer at the end, you know it's plural. Günlük rutinler, daily routines. Do you know any of these already? If you do, go for it. If you don't, no problem. So I've given them to you here in Turkish. Now they are mixed up. Okay. So I'm going to read them how they are here and see if you can match with the correct picture. Bir evcil hayvana beslemek. Hayvan, you might remember. Alışverişe gitmek. You might remember AVM, alışveriş merkezi. Arkadaşlarla buluşmak. Arkadaş, do you remember? Kitap okumak. Kitap, do you remember? İş yapmak or çalışmak. What do you reckon? Or social media kullanmak. Okay, I've given you the correct answers with the correct number picture. So, resim 1, alışverişe gitmek, to go shopping. So this is not I am, this is not you are, this is the full verb, to blah, blah, blah. Okay. Read through them, practice your pronunciation, learn the vocab. Next part. Okay, these are typical days, all right? Kalkıyorum, duş alıyorum, giyiniyorum, kahvaltı yapıyorum, işe gidiyorum, bir fincan çay yapıyorum. Right, I've given you the English here. You will see that we're still doing iyorum, the present continuous. Now, the best thing about Turkish is that you can use the present continuous for things you're doing now, things you're doing every day, and even things you're doing tomorrow. Once you say yarın. Yarın for tomorrow. Every day, her gün. So you can use the present continuous so much more than in the English language. So if I put I wake up, technically we're saying I am waking up. But the present simple, you don't hear it as much. Now it is, of course there is the present simple in Turkish. Of course there is. But for now, if you can get this present continuous round your head, you know what I mean? Into your head. Round your tongue maybe, that's what my brain was going. Then you can use it for now, every day, tomorrow. And that's what I think these iyorums are very important. So let's keep practicing with that. Now I've mainly focused on I, Ben, but I will be looking at other people, other pronouns in a bit. So let's read through these ones. How's your pronunciation? Ola yemeği yiyorum. Ola yemek is lunch. But because you're making it, it is special, it is a lunch. Ola yemeği yiyorum. Biraz egzersiz yapıyorum. Eve gidiyorum. Akşam yemeği pişiriyorum. Bulaşık yıkıyorum. Televizyon izliyorum. Yatağa gidiyorum. It's not just any bed you're going to. That's why you don't say yatak gidiyorum. It's a specific bed. Same with yemek, a specific food. We'll look into dropping those K's and putting those yumuşak G's in later. Don't worry too much yet, okay? If you say yemek pişiriyorum, perfectly understandable, in my opinion. Okay, now let's switch it. Hergun. What does he, what is this guy, I don't know, what's his name? Dan. What does he do every day? So the pictures are all mixed up in the wrong order. You need to put them in the correct order. So resim, what's first? Resim picture E. So kalkmak is the verb. Remember what's he, she, it? O. O kalkıyor. Resim O kahvaltı yiyor. Kahvaltı breakfast. Resim O iş yapıyor or O çalışıyor. So he's doing work or he's working. Resim O akşam yemeği pişiriyor. What's next? Resim D-E-F-G bulaşık, O bulaşık yıkıyor. Have I skipped exercise? I skipped exercise. Okay, let's go back. O biraz egzersiz yapıyor. Resim B, televizyon izliyor. And finally, resim D, O yatağa gidiyor. So remember, you can have that O if you need to you're talking about that him. Okay, we know we're talking about this guy in the picture. But I guess it's better to get in a better habit of using that O, yatağa gidiyor, instead of just saying yatağa gidiyor. So read through them again. Put them in the correct order. And you can stop here and see if you can say what's true for you. Okay, again, her gün, every day, günlük, rutinler. So now the pictures are in the correct order. I've also included the verbs. If you want to rewind and stop without those verbs, so you can practice those verbs, go for it. I've also given you some of the vocab to help prompt you. I want you to go through these verbs, go through these pictures, use everything I've given you, and talk about Ben. I. Think about I. I wake up. I get dressed. Okay? Ben kalkıyorum. Ben giyiniyorum. Ben kahvaltı yiyorum. Ben bir evcil hayvana besliyorum. Ben işe gidiyorum. Ben çalışıyorum. Ben alışveriş gidiyorum. Ben Akşam yemek, dinner. Akşam yemeği. Pişiriyorum. Ben televizyon izliyorum. Ben duş alıyorum. Ben yatağa gidiyorum. Now, number 8 again. Let me say that. Ben pişiriyorum. Again, you can stop here. Practice these for all the different people. Ben, sen, o, kalkıyor. That's the easiest one. He wakes up. And what about you? Sen. You take a shower. Sen duş alıyorsun. So go through all of them. What I've done here is I've put the wake up one. Okay, kalkmak is the to wake up. Ben kalkıyorum. Sen kalkıyorsun. O kalkıyor. Biz kalkıyoruz. Siz kalkıyorsunuz. Onlar kalkıyor. Or kalkıyorlar. So I've giyinmek. So I've put the full verb there, giyinmek. Can you change that to all the different people? Ben giyiniyorum. Sen giyiniyorsun. O giyiniyor. Biz giyiniyoruz. Siz giyiniyorsunuz. Onlar giyiniyor or giyiniyorlar. So I'm going to soon, not yet, I'm going to show you the difference between the lar and the lair. Things like that just to cement things. But for now, whatever rolls off your tongue works best. So I would pause here or go back, try and rehearse. Try and get those different verbs into your head and practice all the different forms. If you've had enough for one day, don't worry, or for one lesson. But one last thing I want to throw in here is the likes of her zaman, genellikle, bazen, asla, hiç. So yeah, these are things that you probably do need to, well, it's handy to be able to say, isn't it? So let's have a look at some of the examples. Genellikle, saat 2'de kalkıyorum. You remember kalkıyorum? Genellikle. How I remember it is generally. It's easier than generally, genellikle. That's how I think of it. Bazen, kitap okuyorum. Do you know that one? Kedimi, do you know kedi? Kedimi, her zaman, sabahları besliyorum. Sabah is the morning, remember? So I feed my cats every morning. Akşamları asla alışverişe gitmiyorum. Now, with these negatives, in the Turkish language, they have double negatives. So asla is never, and if you're saying never, you have to give it gitmiyorum. It's not gidiyorum, it's gitmiyorum. Hiç is also the same as asla. Hiç and asla, I think hiç I hear more, but good to know both of them. Hiç elma yemiyorum. I never eat apples. I never go shopping in the evenings. Akşamları. I never go shopping in the evening. I never eat apples. And you have to have, if you're using asla, if you're using hiç, you have to have the negative. Gitmiyorum. Yemiyorum. Which we haven't done a lot of practicing on yet. I'm aware. We will get to it. So genellikle saat 2'de kalkıyorum. So I've included a time there. I generally get up at 8 o'clock. Bazen kitap okuyorum. I sometimes read books. Or I sometimes read. Kedimi her zaman sabahlara besliyorum. Every morning or always in the morning I feed my cats. Akşamları asla alışverişe gitmiyorum. I never go shopping akşamları in the evenings. Hiç elma yemiyorum. I never eat apples. Now I've included on the right there, you can see kalkarım, okurum, beslerim. That's kind of for my own. I need to really get that in my head. If you're only getting started, then you're doing amazing already. Don't worry about the present simple for now. I am going to be doing a whole lesson at some stage to really get it into my head and try and help you get it into your head. But for now, remember you can use the yorum for everyday things. Okay, so we need to do a whole lesson at some stage on the present simple. I need to also start introducing negatives, which we haven't spent a whole lot of time on, but you're only starting and we've got a lot of time. All right, well done today. Now, one more thing I'm going to add. Sorry, I'm boring you now, but these like 10 to 20 minute lessons, obviously you need to sit down and study as well. I'm sorry to tell you that. I've got loads of links and to games and things you can practice on. If you've got nobody to practice with, feel free to drop me a message. I'm happy to practice. That's all for now. Okay, see you again soon on, what are we called? Turkish for Clever Idiots? Görüşürüz.